So, this week we were assigned the task of identifying a recent cyber security breach. I chose the cyber security breach on the United Nations, and I'll just give you a little bit of history about what happened. It says that sophisticated hackers infiltrated the UN offices in Geneva and Vienna last year in an apparent espionage operation, and their identity and the extent of data that was obtained is unknown. When it comes to the scale of the breach, the UN spokesperson said that the attack resulted in a compromise of core infrastructure components and was determined to be serious. The parties that were affected, it says 42 servers were compromised and another 25 were deemed suspicious. Nearly all of Geneva and Vienna's offices were compromised. 3 of the compromised servers belong to the Human Rights Agency, which collects sensitive data and is located across town from the main UN office in Geneva. And two of the servers were used by the UN Economic Commission for Europe. Another party that was compromised, or other parties that were compromised, were compromised through domain administrators. It says that the domain administrators by default have master access to all user accounts. It also says that Active Directory components were compromised where all user permissions are managed. The United Nations offices in Geneva and Vienna offices of the High Commissioner and Human Rights departments were also compromised. Last but not least, we were asked to describe what was done or how the company addressed the breach. It says that the damage related to this specific attack has been contained and additional migration methods implemented. Technicians in the United Nations office in Geneva and the world body's European hub on at least two occasions worked through weekends in recent months to isolate the local UN data center from the internet. So at this point, technicians have been working to isolate this event, and it says that they believe that they have it under control, but it also says that it's unknown what data was stolen and how much of that data could be used or how sensitive that data is to the United Nations.